9. Unexpected side effects of cumin seeds. Imagine opening your kitchen cabinet and finding a tiny spice that has traveled through history for thousands of years. A spice your grandmother used, your favorite restaurants rely on, and you probably sprinkle into your meals without thinking. Cumin seeds, jeera, small, fragrant, familiar, and surprisingly powerful. But today, we're not here to celebrate its flavor or its long list of benefits. We're here to uncover something very different: the hidden side of cumin seeds, the side few people know about, the side that only appears when you use more than your body can handle. Because sometimes, what we think is helping us is quietly doing the opposite. Cumin has a reputation. It's natural. It's traditional. It's been trusted in kitchens and healing practices for centuries. But here's the truth most people never consider. Natural doesn't mean risk-free. And cumin, as harmless as it seems, has the ability to affect your digestion, your hormones, your blood sugar, your menstrual cycle, your liver, your medications, and even your breathing. So let's begin this journey, calmly, step by step, through the 9 unexpected side effects of cumin seeds. And as you listen, one question will keep coming back to you. How can something so small influence the body so much? Heartburn. When good intentions backfire. Let's start with the one that surprises almost everyone. Cumin is known for helping digestion. It reduces gas, it eases bloating, it feels like a friend to the stomach. But that same effect, in certain people, can suddenly flip. Instead of soothing the belly, cumin can intensify movement in the digestive tract. And when your stomach is already sensitive from reflux, acidity, IBS, or simple stress, pushing it harder is like adding fuel to a flame. Suddenly, the warmth you expected becomes a burn, a sharp acidity rising to your throat, a pressure in your chest, nausea, maybe even dizziness, stomach cramps, diarrhea. Most people never blame the cumin. They blame the meal, the coffee, the day. But sometimes the discomfort begins with a simple teaspoon floating in a cup of tea. Excessive belching, the body's subtle warning. Next comes a symptom nobody likes to talk about, but many experience: belching. Loud, frequent, sometimes with an odor that makes you wish no one else was around. Cumin behaves like a gas expeller. That's part of its charm. But when the effect becomes too strong, it pushes out more gas than you ever intended. It's not dangerous, but it is a message. Your body saying, slow down, you're giving me more stimulation than I need. And if we ignore small messages, the bigger ones come next. A silent burden on the liver and kidneys. Cumin seeds contain potent volatile oils, the very compounds that give them their smell and therapeutic qualities. In small culinary amounts, they're harmless, pleasant even. But when someone begins drinking cumin infusions every morning, or taking concentrated extracts believing they're detoxing, the body begins to accumulate more of those oils than it can easily process. The liver, the great silent worker of the body, tries to filter them. The kidneys help carry them out. But here's the thing: the liver doesn't have pain receptors. You won't feel the stress. There's no sting, no ache, no pressure. Only subtle signs: fatigue, weakness, a sense of heaviness that you might mistake for anything else. By the time symptoms appear clearly, the strain is already present. Herbal power is real, and that's exactly why it must be respected. Pregnancy and fertility, a delicate balance. Now we enter one of the most delicate areas of all. Throughout history, in some traditional systems, cumin was used in large quantities for its ability to influence uterine activity. Not culinary cumin, but high doses, concentrated preparations, strong infusions. Modern science avoids risky studies on pregnant women. Ethically, it must. But traditional knowledge combined with what we know about cumin's biological effects raises a caution flag. In excessive amounts, cumin may encourage uterine contractions. It may act at the wrong moment. It may interfere with the delicate internal rhythm of early pregnancy. That doesn't mean that adding cumin to food is dangerous. It means that consuming large medicinal doses, teas, extracts, cleansing drinks should be avoided unless a doctor approves, because sometimes the simplest ingredients have the strongest effects when the body is most vulnerable. Even in men, excessive cumin intake has been linked to changes in hormone levels and possible effects on sperm movement. Again, not the cumin in your curry, but high, repetitive consumption taken as a remedy. Nature is powerful. Sure. And in matters of fertility, extra caution is not optional. It is essential. Narcotic-like effects. When the mind slows down, let's shift into unexpected territory. Cumin contains compounds that can act on the nervous system. In traditional medicine, it was used to calm pain and promote sleep. And what tradition observed, research now confirms. In large amounts, cumin can have mild sedative or narcotic-like effects. You may feel a sense of heaviness behind the eyes, slower thinking, mental fog, unexpected drowsiness, nausea, a strange calm that doesn't feel natural. For someone taking cumin to improve digestion, this comes as a shock. But your body doesn't label substances as herbal or pharmaceutical. It only reacts to chemical signals, and cumin signals in excess can quiet the mind in ways you didn't ask for. Heavier menstrual bleeding, a hidden connection. Here's an effect many women never suspect, a cycle that suddenly becomes heavier, longer, more uncomfortable. Doctors may attribute it to hormones, stress, age, but sometimes the culprit is sitting quietly in the kitchen drawer. Cumin may influence the body's natural ability to clot blood. It may also lightly stimulate uterine activity. Together, in sensitive women, this can increase menstrual flow. And if the woman also takes anything that thins the blood, aspirin, certain supplements, anticoagulants, cumin's effect becomes even stronger. This is one of those moments when a natural remedy becomes part of a much bigger physical equation. Blood sugar drops, the most overlooked danger. Now we enter the territory of metabolism. Cumin is known to support healthy blood sugar. Studies have shown its ability to lower glucose levels, especially when taken regularly. That's good news for many people, but not for everyone. If you are exercising intensely, skipping meals, fasting, taking diabetes medication, or combining several blood sugar-friendly herbs, cumin can push your glucose too low. Hypoglycemia doesn't whisper. It strikes. Your hands tremble. Your vision blurs. Your mind floats in and out. Your heart races. You sweat, even when the room is cold. You feel faint, as if the world is slipping sideways. And here's something most people never hear. Before any scheduled surgery, cumin should be stopped at least 2 weeks in advance. Doctors need stable blood sugar during anesthesia. Cumin complicates that. This is the side of herbal medicine almost no one talks about. Too risky for diabetics in high amounts. If you take medications for diabetes, this part is crucial. Cumin can enhance the power of anti-diabetic drugs, making them stronger than intended. Combining both may produce blood sugar crashes that happen suddenly and dangerously. The intention behind using cumin is good, but the result without monitoring can be harmful. Herbs and medications don't exist separately. They combine inside the same bloodstream, and the body responds to that combination, not the intention. Allergies, cross-reactivity, and hidden reactions. Now we come to one of the most common, yet most misunderstood, risks. Cumin belongs to a family of plants known for high allergic potential. It shares proteins with celery, fennel, anise, parsley, and coriander. And if someone is allergic to certain pollens, especially birch or mugwort, their body may mistake cumin for those allergens. That's when symptoms appear: itching in the mouth, redness, hives, swelling of the lips or eyes, breathing difficulty, even severe reactions in extreme cases. The tricky part is this: cumin hides everywhere, in spice blends, in packaged foods, in sausages, in soups and chips and marinades. People react, but never connect the dots. This is why awareness matters. Interactions with blood thinners, the most silent risk. And now we arrive at perhaps the most critical point of all. Cumin can slow the way blood clots. On its own, this isn't a problem. But if you take aspirin, warfarin, heparin, clopidogrel, or any other blood-thinning medication, then adding high amounts of cumin to your daily routine can increase the risk of bleeding. You may notice easy bruising, nosebleeds, bleeding gums, or nothing at all, until a sudden complication appears. This is not fear, this is physiology, and it's why cumin, like every powerful plant, must be respected. A final reflection: respecting what nature gives us. Cumin is not an enemy, it's not a toxin, it's not something to fear in your food. Used in small amounts, cooking amounts, it's safe, it's delicious, it's part of culinary history for a reason. The danger doesn't come from the spice, it comes from the assumption that more is better, that natural means unlimited, that plants are harmless simply because we find them in the kitchen. Nature gives us powerful tools, but it expects us to use them wisely. So next time you sprinkle cumin on your meal or consider drinking cumin tea every morning, let this video help you make an informed choice. Not fear, not avoidance, just awareness. Because taking care of your health begins with understanding what you put into your body. If this narration opened your eyes, share it with someone who loves herbal remedies, someone who drinks cumin water daily, someone who believes natural equals safe. Thank you for listening until the end. Take care of your body, take care of your choices, and join me in the next documentary where we uncover the hidden truth behind another everyday ingredient.